was looking through my sample file today, and I found this sound. I just downloaded it in some producer pack. So what I'm about to lay down is this. So let's go ahead and do that. Quantize that. That should work. I've quantized it and just stretched the notes to make them all match up. That's pretty much all I've done so far. That's pretty much what that is. Just drug in some static, vinyl static, which is pretty much nothing but this. Which pretty much just sounds like when you first put a needle down on a record. So that'll just go in the background and give it more of an old school sound. That's how it sounds with that behind it. It doesn't change the sound, you can just hear the crackle. It just adds an effect. Just add some piano. It's like some old school Dr. Dre style piano. Let's go ahead and record that piano. Found this other sound within Contact. It's just called F100 Flutes, and it sounds like this. I'm just going to use that for transitions between parts. Let's go ahead and record that in. At the end of certain sections, it'll have that little embellishment. The next thing I did was I just grabbed my guitar, just did a simple strum, which sounds really simple by itself, but it just adds something when you play it within the entire song. It's just a really old school feel. That vinyl definitely gives it a pretty cool effect, that vinyl scratch. I was looking through my drum library and I found this break that is going to work really well in the song. Not crazy drums, but they sound pretty old. It's obviously recorded from a vinyl record. It's just going to go with the overall feel of the song. Just by chopping up a couple different parts of that break, I was able to get this, which is going to be pretty cool for when I transition from the instruments into where the drums come in. That'll be a cool little fill. So now just as we're kind of starting to piece together the beat and more of the structure as opposed to just separate loops, those drums will come in, you'll hear that flute melody come in, and this is pretty much the transition between the intro, which is just that sample. It's just the sample and that vinyl static. So that's the intro, and then it'll go in, you'll hear that drum fill. And that's a pretty nice transition. The last thing I need to do is add a bass. I'm once again using that Contemp analog sub bass I talked about in the last video. I'll wind up using that in a lot of videos. I played that sub in, and this is what I came up with. This is the sub soloed out. And then I'm pretty much just going to leave it at that. Since it kind of has that old school Dr. Dre Eminem feel, it doesn't need a whole lot. There wasn't a bunch of layered instruments. It was pretty much just the main line, which is either guitar or synth or whatever. With just a pretty common piano that Dr. Dre used to use a lot. In that stab fashion as opposed to big drawn out chords. And that's pretty much it. That's going to be the beat. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for more beat making videos.